What's constant content? What's a rigorous upload schedule? What are other things absent from my channel? Yo, it's your boy Patrick, aka Patty, aka Patty freaking Clips. Here again. We are back on Minecraft. I have the long-awaited Rainbow Beacon tutorial. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. I know I promised it a while ago, but here it is. Finally, I'm going to show you one I've already pre-built before I started this video, just so you can see how it works, how it looks. I think the Rainbow Beacon is one of the coolest things in Minecraft. If you build it underground and have the beam shoot straight up, I mean, it decorates a house. It looks amazing. It looks crazy. I know it can be intimidating just looking at it with all the switches, the repeaters, but I'm going to explain it. This will be the easiest Rainbow Beacon tutorial for Xbox on YouTube. I guarantee it. So we're going to get started. So I'll start with a block of iron to power this switch. And then you need to put a repeater, which the switch will run through the repeater, which will then run through the block, and it'll go into your circuit. What I'm calling these rows of repeaters. And the reason you want these is because of how long and how many repeaters you're gonna have up the tower for the Rainbow Beacon. So you need a lot of repeaters. You need the circuit so you can set the timer, which I'll explain in a little bit. But yeah, so I have that other block with the switch. That's actually the important part. If you don't have that block, your circuit will not run complete. But once you have that block, you see how it's fully powered. I'll switch it off real quick, and you'll see that when I hit the button, it'll just go once, which means that the Rainbow Beacon will not continue to go in and out. So you have to have that block on a sticky piston to come out to complete the circuit per se, so that way it goes and it can keep going. So what I'm doing now is I'm digging down to put my beacon. I like to put my beacon 2 below where I'm going to be, just because when you're putting your first glass piece, this makes it a lot easier. So as you can see, if you didn't know, beacons are powered on blocks of iron. You just put the blocks of iron, a 9 row, 3x3, and it works perfect. So what I'm doing now is I'm building blocks, and I'm going to mark out where I'm putting my sticky pistons for the glass. And I'll put blocks of iron for right now, so you can see what will be glass. I'll change it in a little bit. So the way I always do it is I put 1 block above my sticky piston, go 2 over, build 1 up, and then build 1 more over. And the reason for that is it helps me remember exactly where my sticky piston's going in my next one, because it'll go right on this block. And so that's what I'll keep doing. I'll go 2, 1 on top of my sticky piston, 2 more over, 1 on top, 1 to the left, and then I break that one just so I don't have extra blocks and it doesn't get confusing. And then we're going to put a repeater after each piston, so that way we can set the time, the ticks of the repeaters, so that way the sticky piston works and it's going at the exact time we want it to. And like I said, I'll explain that a little bit more clearly once we get to that step. But as you can see, I'm going to do this, I think I do it 8 times. You can do it as many times as you want. You just need to keep doing your redstone, keep doing your repeaters, keep doing your sticky pistons, and you can actually have as many lights as you want. It'll work perfectly fine. There won't be any issues with the way I built it. So we're just going to keep building this. If you have any other questions, the circuit should seem pretty simple. The one thing I would tell you is when you put down your repeaters, make sure they're facing the right way. So you want the repeaters going straight out of the block that you have your first button on. And then the ones to the left of those ones, you actually want facing the opposite direction. So in your head, you should picture it running in a circle through the repeaters and the blocks. That's a really important part. Because if that doesn't work, then I mean your whole beacon will not work. So that's very, very important. So yeah, we're building up. You don't have to follow this exact formula for your sticky pistons and where you're gonna put your lights. You can do it however you want, really. But the reason I do it this way is just really simple to remember, and you can really easily and quickly look and see where you need to put your repeaters. So that's the reason I did it this way, go wrapping in a circle around it. Also, underground, it's really easy to build something like this. So, as you can see, when I hit the switch, it is not going to work all the way. I actually did forget some redstone because, you know, I'm the best. It happens to all of us. So I would say if you ever have any issues with your beacon or anything that's not working, just make sure you go back and look at it closely. So what I'm doing right now is I'm changing the ticks. So you need the ticks on your repeaters, your circuit, to match the total amount on your tower. So as you can see, I have 7 repeaters in the beginning. So that's 7 ticks normally. And then I added a few to make it go all the way to 20. So if you add 1 tick to 1 repeater, then that would give you 8. Because you have 7 because they're defaultly on 1. So what you want to do is just have those numbers match. And so for me, I'm doing 20. You could do like 16, that would just be, or 14, that would be 2 for each repeater. But that's a little quick for me. I like my rainbow beacon to be a little bit slower when it's switching colors. So as you can see, I'm going to go through and change all these. I'm going to give them an extra 1 each. So that's technically, that was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ticks. And then I'm going to add the extra 4 to bring it to 20 to match the beginning. So when those numbers match, that's when your rainbow beacon will function perfectly. So I'm going to hit the switch and it's going to go. I have blocks of iron right now, so that's why the light is not going. I just wanted to show you how it functions. So then once you're done with your building and you know it works, I would go to your inventory. I have some put away in a chest just to show you. And get some colored glass, and this is the best way to do it. So I'm gonna make it a little bit different than the one I built before the video started, and I'm gonna do the colors in reverse. So it's actually gonna look a lot different than the one I built right over there, and it's pretty cool. So you just want to go through, put your glass where you need it to be, and then you're good to go. I would also just remind you, your glass should be 1 block away from the light of the beacon, so that way when the sticky piston actually, you know, kicks in, it pushes it into the light. That's the whole point. That's what changes the color. So just make sure you don't forget that. You want your piston 2 blocks away. So there we go. I have it all glassed up, and this has been a rainbow beacon tutorial. It should be really simple. I think I explained it very well. As you can see, it functions perfectly. It would look really ugly if you had this huge tower on your map, so I recommend building underground and letting the light shine through. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I will have more Minecraft videos coming out if that's what people like. Just let me know in the comments below. Thank you.